Now, it's okay to have less than the right amount of fishermen. You'll just get less fish. When you have less than the right amount of workers on the crop, the whole entire crop takes longer, from what I can tell. You really, really don't want that, so... Okay. So we're out of food. People are going to start complaining about that pretty quickly, I would think. Now, if anybody's watching me play this and they're good at the game, just talk to me in the comments. Give me some tips. I am not particularly good at this game. I have a pretty decent city going. Something that's stuck, but, you know, a fire could take it out pretty quick, or, you know, a natural disaster of some sort. I did have one city that was going pretty well, and then suddenly a fire started, and I went, oh, I guess I needed a water well to deal with that. Didn't have it, which is now making me think I should have a water well. I honestly don't have enough buildings to make it worth my while. If I have a fire now, then whatever. It's just game over. Some things you just have to roll the dice. Alright, so they're clearing this out nicely. In the next set of houses, when these are done, I'll start building them over here. I'll knock this thing down because we'll have enough houses for families. And we'll clean that up. We'll start building some nice things. Look, you can see by the jobs over here what kind of things we can build. We're going to need a schoolhouse. We're going to need probably an herbalist before we start going to a hospital. Hospital's kind of a big deal. Religion, that's something that helps people stay happy and stuff. So that's something worth doing. But we're going to need some foresters. We're going to need an herbalist. Herbalist is for medicines and stuff, keeps people healthy. Forester is going to cut down and replace trees. Woodcutter we're going to need for firewood. Actually, we're going to need him immediately. So let's start setting up where we're going to have the woodcutter. Alright, so that's the forester. This is the woodcutter. At first, you really only need one of these. One person will cut plenty of firewood for this smaller amount of people. But later on, you may find times where you want two, and they might not always be being worked. But yeah, you will probably need a lot of firewood being produced. And then later on, hopefully you can start getting some coal and things that'll eliminate the need for firewood, or at least reduce it significantly. So we're going to put the woodcutter here. How are we doing on these houses? Have they even... Okay, they've kind of started, but they're low on resources, so it's going slow. I keep doing that. I keep hitting the escape key to get out of the menu. It's actually right-click, so gotta try to remember that. So this, I'm going to put on hold for now. But I'm telling you right now, when we get to winter, which is when? See what the timing is on that. Let's leave that up too. The current season is summer, so we do have a little bit of time before we really need a lot of firewood, but I might want to prioritize this over housing. So I think, despite the fact that it's getting close, I think I'm going to get that woodcutter going. And, you know, typical of a city builder, it's all about time management and resource management. It's kind of fun, though. It's a fun game. It's fun to watch individual citizens. This is pretty cool. Like, what you can do here is, let me find somebody who's kind of active. Let's follow this person. Let's be creepy for a second. So you can hit follow mode, and you can kind of watch them do their thing. And you can swear at them and things. It doesn't help, but, you know, it makes me feel like they're working faster. Now, this guy, he's got a single tool, but he seems to be using it for everything. I feel like maybe he should concentrate on, like, an axe or a pickaxe, but whatever. He's doing his job. He's going to come over here. He's going to drop that down. And go back to work. His name is Elwoodson, the builder. And I'm a little concerned that my builder is out collecting resources instead of building. But, you know, for now, I'm going to assume Elwoodson, the builder, is doing what he's supposed to be doing. Now, interesting thing, we've been banished, the way things start out for us. We have been banished from whatever major civilization we were previously coming from. And the reason for that, as far as I can tell, is that one of us is a cannibal. And we will see which one. I'm sure we'll be pleasantly surprised. Not actually true, but we'll see. We'll see if that plays out anyway. You just never know. Maybe they throw a curveball at us. In reality, we don't know why we're banished, but it would be kind of interesting if that were the case. Just keep an eye on these guys. Want anybody eating anybody in that field? Where'd they go? Dead. Eaten. Gullets are full. Okay. So where are we at? Food is looking okay. Once this gets harvested, we're going to have tons of food for this little civilization we got going here. Now I'm keeping an eye on my numbers over here. I'm going to bring my fishermen up. They're going to keep producing food. I'm probably going to need to clear some more, so we'll go ahead and get them on that. I don't really want all this iron right now, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to separate. I'm going to have it take the wood from this big area. Like this. Yes, it's total deforestation at this point. It's okay. And then I'm going to have it take all the rocks, if there are any. There really aren't a lot. Oh, right there. So let's do it. But I don't really need the iron. At this point I'm not building anything too big. Most of the big buildings require iron. See if now this house has been built, and boy, they've moved right in. This is it's Elwoodson, of course. He's now a laborer. He's been fired from being a builder because he's been doing the wrong thing the whole time. He's been collecting resources instead of building. But that has not changed the fact that he has muscled his way into the first house. And he's got 2 children, and apparently a backup. I don't know if that's a wife. These names are very nondescript. So I'm going to say he's got 2 wives for now. Because, let's see, if the guy's man enough to get the first house and the only house, then, you know, I'd like to think he's also man enough to handle 2 wives, although I don't think any of us are. So I'm going to unpause this, because I think we have enough guys. We can get 2 buildings going. I really want to get rid of the need for this. I want to start building around here. How are we doing in here? We got 5 fish, but we got 248 wheat, and we still have half a field to harvest, so yeah, that wheat's going to just go. Now, we don't need to turn that wheat into anything. Wheat counts as food, you know, and it would be the same, like, it's weird. Like, you could grow peppers, and they'll just eat peppers. That's fine for them. We have to assume they're using them to cook, but I don't know what they'd be cooking with, frankly, you know. If this wheat's getting, like, turned into something like bread or something, then you'd be like, oh, alright, they're eating bread. But I think they're just eating straight wheat like horses. But as long as they're surviving, that is good. Alright, now, what do we want to build? What do we want to build? Let's take a look here. I want an herbalist, I think. I don't know, do I want an herbalist, or do I want to start... Now, you have pastures, but it doesn't help us until we start trading. We're not going to be able to get animals until then. Fishing dock we already have. We can do a hunting cabin, which actually is probably a good thing to get started, because they'll get us both meat, venison, and they will get us deer hides, which then can be turned into coats. Now, what's our coat situation? They usually are pretty generous. I only have 7, so I think I'm actually going to do that. Now, the hunting cabin, you can see how this works. Let me zoom out a little bit. What's cool, too, is when you zoom out, you can hear the wind. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's pretty cool. Oh, and it's raining. Okay, so we're going to drop him. You can see the circle of influence, if you will, where he's going to hunt, or she, or they. I'll be sexist. And we're going to put this right here. Yeah, this is too far, so I'm going to put him here, and, yeah, put him there. Now I need more builders, so that's a bit of an issue. This house may never get done. I put these here mostly for placeholders, so, you know. This, however, does need to be done, and they're waiting on stone, I guess. We're doing okay with logs, but they're not firewood, and these people are going to freeze to death. I'm hoping maybe they'll be smart enough to move to this house before they freeze, because apparently this house just burns, I don't know, human flesh or something. Air, maybe. It doesn't ever need fuel, but this one does, so we need firewood. We need stone. Are they getting stone, or are they just okay, so they are they working on stone? Let's see. Yeah, they're working on stone now, so we'll be alright. It's gonna be okay, everybody calm down. It's gonna be okay. We've got plenty of food, so that's good. Eating will keep them warm. Let's lower fishermen and let's raise builders. I really want to get that thing going. Also, again, I'm doing the nonsensical thing of running a road, but it really just annoys me. Where the heck did we put that thing? Where did we put it? Where is it? Anybody? Remember? It should be just an outline, but the problem is it's in the trees here somewhere. Where is it? It's not this far over. There it is, okay. So what we're going to do is run a road to it. This. that at all. We are going to remove roads. Remove it like this. Actually, what we'll do is we'll do this. We'll do that, and then we gotta put a road there. I don't know where that was. This might be the sloppiest road system ever. I just can't see what's happening there. I can fix that later. Okay, so we are ready to start cutting some firewood. Pretty excited. Only takes one. They'll produce plenty of firewood. You can see the fuel limit here. You might be thinking 200. Will they ever hit that limit? The answer is yes, potentially, depending on how accessible the wood is and how many woodcutters you have going and how many woodcutting stations you have going. Alright, so you're continuing to collect. Oh, I closed it. Don't want to close that. I kind of want that open. Alright, so let's see what's going on. So let's unpause this, actually. Put builders back to work. You can see now that they are doing wood cutting. You will see the firewood in here. There's their individual inventory, which is pretty cool. Waiting for them to bring firewood over now that they're cutting it up. But they'll get firewood and they'll be warm and happy once again, which will be fantastic.